Hi. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off. I went ahead and started using the first product before I started filming. Today I'm trying all my IPSY products for the month of June, and I started with this mask from Hanalei. This is the pear one, and it's moisturizing. It says to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. It has already been like 15, so I'm just gonna go with it. My face is like fully coated with moisture right now. That item was a set of 2, so I still have my pineapple brightening one. It was gonna take a little while, you know, to wear the face mask, so I went ahead and did it for you guys. We're just not even gonna have an intro. I'm already using my products and trying them out. So let's massage this in. Oh, my face is like cold, you know. Some sheet masks like really give that cooling effect. I also have this Naked Cosmetics lip scrub in vanilla cream. Ooh, it's like super solid. This smells really good. So how are you guys doing? I feel like this world is just such a crazy place lately that I've been like, sometimes I'm all in it and I'm watching the news and stuff, and other times I'm just like completely checked out and I'm just like on some other planet, and I feel like that's today. Sometimes you see so much of it and you just need to take a break. It feels really, really nice. It's definitely like super flavored, like vanilla cake batter, like that kind of flavor. All right, so my lips feel amazing. My skin actually feels super hydrated. So that's all I've done so far. Let's see what skincare we have. We have a Oh My Gommage Gentle Polishing Cleanser. I totally forgot that I had this. I'm gonna try it on my hand. It feels like the exfoliation in this is almost like enzymatic, like the Boscia peel or the Peter Thomas Roth peel or a Saturday Skin. They're all kind of similar where the skin like balls up. It kind of feels like that's what's happening with this because it's super, super gentle. Like it's not scrubbing in any way. All right, so my hand feels really, really freaking smooth. I mean, I know it's just the hand, but wow, it like really smoothed out my skin. It only has a little bit of a scent, but it's not bad. It's not like a strong, like fragrant scent. It's probably a little bit too much anyway to try like several new skincare products all at once. So just to try that on my hand, it feels amazing. Like my skin doesn't feel stripped. It feels very like just clean but comfortable. Moving right along. We also have another mask, and I just chose to use the sheet mask instead. This is the BioRace Pore Tightening Pearl Clay Mask. So I'm not gonna use this one on camera, but it's just like a clay mask. It's gonna tighten pores, you know, get rid of excess oil, that kind of thing. And I do intend on using this, but I feel like one new mask in a video is enough so that my skin does not completely freak out on me. Next up, we got a little UFO. This is the Ultra Clarifying Oil from Sunday Riley. Now, I have used this. I actually really like it. So what I typically do is just put it on the nose area and anywhere where I have excess oil. It can actually make a really good difference in your skin. And this one also has ingredients that are specific to like breakouts and clogged pores, things like that. At any rate, it definitely has helped that area on my skin. And I have a full-size bottle that I use regularly, but this is a really great little travel guide. I got a few more face products. First up, I got this from Sure Medic Azuline Soothing Cream. Now this is meant to be used as kind of like a last step in your skincare. You can use it all over the skin or you can use it in irritated areas. So it actually looks blue. It looks really cool. And I'm just gonna smooth it in the largest parts of my skin. Actually feels really, really nice. This is suggested as a more nighttime, like finishing step to your routine, but my skin can use a ton of moisture right now. Ooh, my skin feels great, actually. We also have from Nacific Fresh Herb Origin Eye Cream with Calendula. This again, like, it's just the packaging probably. It makes it look like this is a ton of eye cream. It says it's only an ounce. I feel like it's more than an ounce. I don't know, but I'm just gonna use some of this. Ooh, this is like stringy. You guys see that? It's an interesting texture. I don't know quite how I feel about that one. It's an interesting texture, but it doesn't feel like it's really like soaking into the eye area, but that may change. Like it may just take a minute. That happens with some products. So I'll reserve my judgment. It's just like, it's a different texture. It'll take a little getting used to. Up next, we have something from Tula. This is the Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel SPF 30. This one has probiotics and superfoods. So I have like a love-hate with Tula. The couple things that I've tried, they work well, but I had like an irritating issue with the cleanser that I got. It smelled so strong of like this really fresh scent. It literally to me smelled like laundry detergent, and that's just not a smell I want on my skin. I don't want that much fragrance on my skin, and I just feel like at this point, can we please just stop putting fragrance in skincare? That being said, I'm not super irritated by the fragrance, like in terms of my skin getting really irritated, but it's a known like common irritant for a lot of people. It's also just like, it's so unnecessary. Like just stop. Can we stop? This actually looks really pretty though. Like the sunscreen gave like a really beautiful glow to the skin. Not everyone's gonna like that for sure, but it looks like it has like a little like sheen to it almost. I don't know how to describe it, but my skin just looks glowy overall. It says it has pineapple and papaya for even skin tone, probiotics to hydrate and prevent water loss, and wild butterfly ginger root to protect against blue light stress. Now that I'm really interested in to see if there is any difference in my skin, because you know we're always on our phones and computers, everything else, that they all have blue light, you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how this does, but so far I like it a lot. It does have like a sunscreen smell to it, but I personally am not bothered by this one. So yeah, I'm excited to keep trying that. I did get 2 primers. I got the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer, and then I got the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. Now I actually have this one, and I love Dr. Brandt primers. I feel like they do a great job. This one's like pore filling, but also luminizing on the skin, but I have used it and I do really like it. So I'm just gonna opt to try out this First Aid Beauty one. Again, Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. And what I'm gonna do is just put this in the areas where I have visible pores and where I produce a little bit more oil. And given that we have something a little bit more shiny on the skin, we should be able to see like how quickly it looks matte on the skin in case you are looking for that finish. I feel like that took down some of the shine. What do you think? Just right through here and T-zone. It doesn't feel dry, so I'm not mad at it so far. All right, everything else is makeup related, and at this point I look a little shabby, I think. So I am going to go off camera. I'm going to fix up my hair, and I'm going to put on some foundation and some brows, and then we are going to come back and finish off my face using the rest of my IPSY products for the month of June. So I was right about 2 things. I got my hair and my brows done, but I forgot we had our sponge. So this is the Huda Beauty Basic Bee Sponge. Now first, very brief impression is that this is a little bit firmer than what I personally like in a sponge, but I'm just going to try it out. We're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to use this Smashbox foundation. It's the Studio Skin. I have the shade 1, maybe a little bit warm. Usually with this foundation I just squeeze it right onto my sponge, so that's what I did here, and let's just see how it goes. I do feel like the sponge is not going to be very like porous. I don't think it's gonna, you know, soak up a ton, but you never know. Sometimes it's hard to judge, and I might love it even though it is a little bit firmer than what I typically go for. Easy, fast application of that foundation. Looks pretty nice. I do feel like it, you know, it's soaking up a good bit of foundation. Not bad. I feel like this is probably typical when I'm using this particular foundation. I use the Hourglass concealer around my brows, and then I use the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil on my brows. I have to say too, my skin was looking really good when I went to just like blow dry my hair really quick. I looked in the mirror in the bathroom with just like my regular lighting and was like, whoa, my skin is looking really nice. So that combination of products that I used before any makeup was really good. Pleasantly surprised with this sponge. I like the way that it's performing a lot. It's kind of just a little bit firmer than a beauty blender. I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is the shade Birch, and I'm just going to brighten my under eye a little bit. I do like the little flat edge of the sponge. It's working out really nicely. I'm going to use this Lancome Long Time No Shine setting powder. I've been using this constantly. I think it's really good, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I love it so much. I'm going to take the back of the sponge. It's got a little curve. Alright, so I have 2 eyeshadow palettes. First off, I have from the Balm, the Pick Perf Shadows on the Go. I actually think this one's really cute. I was reading some of the reviews on the IPSY website, and this didn't get like the best reviews, and you know, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it for myself because reviews can be very misleading. And then I also got this one from Deuce, the Freematic eyeshadow palette. Now, I'm just gonna tell you guys, like straight up, I don't like their stuff. I feel like everything I've gotten has been really like poor quality, and the price is just outrageous. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Now it is like a good color story as far as basics go, and then you have a highlight, but I'm not going to mess with this. I think for like most people who aren't obsessed with eyeshadow palettes and makeup, and they're just like putting on their makeup to look a certain way for work or whatever, I feel like people would love this, but for me it just does not serve a purpose. So I'm just going to pass that along to someone who can use it, who will enjoy it much more than I could. So I'm going to do my eyes with the one from the Balm, and I like the Balm. I feel like what I've tried from them has been really nice. And I actually have an eyeshadow brush. It's a domed blending brush, and this is from Eddie Funkhauser. So it came in my IPSY, of course, and that's the brush itself. And there is actually a primer in this palette, which looks like this. I don't know if it's going to show up that dark. It does look a little bit dark, but what the hell? Let's see. They came out with like a white primer, a black primer, and then a neutral primer as a way to like change the colors up, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just gonna go in with the shade St. Charles, which is very neutral looking. So I'm gonna pick that up with the Dome blending brush and just use the side of it to pack some of that color on. It seems to be sticking to that primer pretty well. So right now you can see I'm just patting to get the color on there. Now I will use other brushes as needed, but I just figure let's see if we can do some packing and some blending with this brush. So I'm just gonna try my hand at some blending with this one. It's blending out a good bit. I feel like this is a very simple look that a lot of people who don't have a lot of time would just kind of throw on, and it's not bad. Just like, you know, throwing it in the crease and then blending it out. So I am going to take the other matte shade. It is called Pennsylvania Avenue, and it is a Hunter Green. So I'm going to take it on that same Eddie Funkhauser brush because it did a decent job of like packing on the color. I actually don't love this for my blending because I feel like this, it says domed, but it almost like comes to a little bit like a point, and it's not my favorite blending brush, but it's doing just fine. So I think I'm just going to go simple and go for Rodeo Dry, which is kind of golden, and it says to layer them over the primer. So I'm just going to like get the primer on my finger and go right here. Actually looks really pretty, like canceled out right there. And that's Rodeo Dry. Ooh. I feel like this is a great travel palette because literally you can like 1-2 like I'm doing. One finger in the primer and then another finger in the shadow that you want to pack on the lid. And I'm just fading that green Pennsylvania Avenue into Rodeo Drive. And I'm just taking the tiniest bit of Pennsylvania Avenue under the lower lash line. I totally thought this was another mascara and I just forgot. This is the Wander Beauty Frame Your Face Precise Brow Gel in Clear. And I actually haven't put any brow gel on, so I'm going to use that. Oh, I actually really like this brush. I'm going to show you like the size of it. It's longer, but it's really like fine and small, and it actually works beautifully. So I'm just kind of like running it through it and then doing like this as I go down rather than just like straight across. And it's like catching every little hair and putting it in such a nice little like shape. I like it a lot. I mean, brow gel's brow gel for a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people care, like they just want to throw it on there, but I like that one a lot. So we've got the Ciate Wonderland mascara. I'm going to try out in a little mini guy, and this has that hourglass shape brush, kind of like Better Than Sex. Alright, so there is one eye with mascara, the other with none. Oh, that makes a big difference. And I was putting it on thinking like, oh, I really need to use my grande lash more consistently, but you can see like that big difference. Alright, eyes are done. Now this I did not use, and I feel like I like the way that my eyes look, but I do have the Ciate London Marbled Metals Wicked. This is a like pressed glittery eyeshadow. So this is the color in the jar. It's like purple, but it has bits of like this little icy green in it, which actually looks really pretty. So I'm just gonna swatch it so you guys can see. Like really rich. That's just me like rubbing my finger around just a couple of times, and that's a swatch right there. So once again, I feel like I would use this kind of like a Super Shock eyeshadow on a day when I'm in a hurry, but this could be like I don't know, like a vampy smoky eye, but I would imagine like pressing this all over the lid and then blending it out, and I would love to see what that looks like, so I'm definitely going to try it out. And I just use the Ciate mascara, of course, but I typically like their products, so I'm really excited to try that in the future. But whew. All right, back to face. We have the Shayna B Miami Blush and Highlight Palette, but I also have a single highlight from Ofra. Now this one's a little bit more pink, and I actually put this on in my unboxing, so I will show you guys just quickly a swatch of this one because it is gorgeous. Like, Ofra never ever ever disappoints with this. So this is not really like putting it to the test because I already love Ofra highlights, and I put this on in the video too if you want to see the unboxing and see it on. I don't know why I thought there was contour or bronzer in that palette, but it's blush and highlight. I literally just read it and was like, yeah, it has contour. So I'm just putting on a little bit of bronze and contour really quick. I'm not going too crazy, but just because I always do this before I blush and highlight. That was Too Faced Milk Chocolate. Now I'm taking this little Sephora Collection single color contour on a Sigma brush. I'm gonna do a little. All right, we are ready to blush. So we have two colors, Rosa and Brickell, which I'm gonna guess that's how you pronounced it. It seems right. I'm gonna take Rosa. I think I may add a little Brickell if it looks like, you know, this is a little soft or maybe a little bright. Here goes a little Brickell on top of that. I'm going to take a little Wayne Gauze fan brush, and I never use fan brushes, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to dip into Sugar Bomb and Guava Glow, which are both of the highlights. Going to get a little bit on the brush here. Good bit of kickback with this, but nothing like crazy for highlight. Alright, this is pretty, but I'm not really like blown away by anything. But it did turn out cute. Like, the blushes are cute and the highlights are pretty. They're a little bit more soft, but I think it looks really nice. So that's the palette. Alright, so we do have a setting spray. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Mist Restore Coconut Water Prime Set Refresh. Here is the bottle right here. So I'm gonna give it a shake. I don't know if you need to or not. Smells light and coconutty. Nice. I'm actually going to try a little bit more of this highlight with the setting spray kind of like drying on my skin. Woo! It always helps if you have a highlight that's a little bit too like soft and you want to be a little bit more glowy. Let that setting spray sit for just a second, but not long enough to fully dry. So we got two lip products. I really want to try this liquid lip on its own, but I also got the House Laboratories gloss. It's the Lariat lip gloss in the shade Ethereal, and I'm going to show you guys. I did try this on in my unboxing. Again, I couldn't resist. This is a really pretty gloss. So that's what it looks like on its own. But we do have the Il Makiage liquid lipstick, and this is in Matte Geisha. It was like a really pretty bright red. So I'm so excited to try this one out. If you're not making weird faces to get your lipstick just right, are you even doing it, you know? Alright, so this formula is super lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips, and it doesn't feel like one of those that's going to get like crusty and start cracking on me. And I love the color. I'm not surprised at all that I would love this one. I love the Il Makiage mascara. I think it's amazing, and I never rave about mascaras because I'm so picky. So if I say like, oh my god, I love that one so much, like I really love it. And this lipstick is so gorgeous. Oh my god, what do you guys think about, I had to show my teeth, you know? What do you guys think about this color? I think it's so pretty, and I actually think that everything came together beautifully, and I'm very impressed with everything. The Wonder Beauty brow gel like slid in there and actually like became a favorite out of all of this somehow, but I actually really love so many things. So I love the brow gel, I love the lipstick that I just put on. The gloss is a big winner for me. The face palette actually turned out really nicely, and I like it. I don't think it's going to like steal the show as far as like beat out all my other palettes or anything like that, but it is really pretty. The eyeshadow palette's really cute. I feel like it's really travel friendly, like I said, as well. The setting spray I actually really like. All the skincare turned out beautifully, and honestly, like, this highlight is amazing, but I always knew it would be because Ofra highlights are just that good. So I am really happy with almost everything that came in my IPSY bags for the month of June. Like, it was a pretty good month, and I love this lipstick. So that is all of my IPSY goodies for the month of June. Let me know what you think about these products. Did you get anything in your bag that you like really loved, or something you really hated? It's okay. It's all right. We can tell the truth here. It's just makeup, so we can talk about it for real. And I hope you guys are doing amazing and, you know, getting through everything okay in this crazy world that we're living in right now. But I hope you are all doing so well, and I hope good things are happening for you. So thank you guys again so much. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications so that maybe YouTube will tell you when I upload a video. Maybe. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye.